Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bourbon Note. I'm Greg.
I'm Ben.
And today, we're drinking bourbon.
Wheat whiskey.
All right, Ben, it's a little bit of a fulfillment of Bourbon Note prophecy here on the Bourbon Note.
It sure is.
What did we say and why did we say?
Well, so first of all, I would like to start this out by saying you're welcome.
To the world.
To the world.
Oh, thank you! Thank you!
A long time ago, when we were just new to doing this channel, we did a video where we did Bernheim wheat whiskey versus Woodford wheat whiskey.
Yes.
And we said this about Bernheim. Can you imagine a cask strength of this? Like a cask strength makers? Oh, that'd be good.
Maybe this year things will open up enough that we'll head down to Kentucky and
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
camp out on Heaven Hill's doorstep and say, we're not leaving.
Until we get a cask strength
We
beer.
want to see.
There you have it. So assuming,
We called it.
Yeah, assuming the folks at Heaven Hill watched that video,
And they said, wait a minute,
these
that's
guys
an
are onto
idea.
something. Now, as it turns out, I think you've been able to get barrel-proof Bernheim at the distillery. They have like a program where you can bottle your own whiskey or whatever. But we didn't know that back then, so,
Yeah, so
I'm just going to go ahead
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and claim the victory on this
and
one.
take credit for this. Again, you're welcome.
So
world.
let's tell the world what it is that we are drinking here.
So this is Bernheim barrel proof. We've got the batch A, or what is it, B?
This is
A223
Yep.
and B923. These are, we don't just have a you're welcome, we have a thank you as well. These are from non-bike riding Dave Vogelsang.
Hey, thanks, Dave.
So
118.8 proof for the A batch, which is kind of the January-February timeframe.
and 120.4 for the B batch.
So wheat whiskey, so it is 100%, or maybe like 90-something% wheat as the grain.
We're assuming,
And then, yeah, we don't know the exact numbers.
because the legal parameters could
51,
fall in.
yeah.
You know. So anyway, we've been dying to get into this because we don't see these in Minnesota
Right.
yet. So
Yep,
again, thank you, Dave, for sending these. We're big fans of wheat whiskey.
definitely.
The nose is great.
Thank you.
I know these haven't actually had maybe some of the most glowing reviews. Some people like them, some people don't.
So I do know that wheat whiskey is a hard grain to like produce because it sometimes goes like pink bubblegum,
Which is good, I think.
but some people don't like that. It's not a style they like.
Yeah.
So I'm curious what these do.
I think it's going to be very sweet. It's really nice and sweet on the nose. It's got the whiskey, or the wheat grain note.
Bready kind of notes. It's almost like baked bread, kind of the crust.
Yep. Well, let's get into the A batch here.
Yep.
Cheers.
A batch.
Oh, I like that a lot.
I like it more.
Do you?
I do.
More than I do?
Yes.
Okay. We'll see how the B batch goes. Maybe I'll like that one more than you do.
Okay.
No, that's really nice. That's got that nice. I really like it when a wheater, I've said this before on the channel, when a wheater has that really nice wheated grain note. And sometimes some bourbons don't quite pull that off.
Right.
Wheated bourbons or even wheat whiskeys. But when they do, I think it's fantastic. I love it.
Some people call it liquid bread, and I don't think it's a good description, but I don't know of anything better. Like, it definitely has some like a cinnamon and some of the other like caramely type notes. Lots of sweetness. But it works really well. You can like, do we know the age? I don't think we know the age.
Yeah, I don't know the age.
But it drinks really mature. Like, it's been in the oak quite a while because you definitely get the wood influence.
Yeah, I was gonna say that it's got a really nice kind of oak bite to it that I think actually complements the kind
Ethanol
of bready
kinda kick.
note.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, let's get into the B batch here. I'm gonna go no water between these two, just since they're the same brand.
Bold.
Yeah. This has a fantastic nose to it as well. It's got
Maybe
a nice
it had
sweetness
cherry?
to it. I think it's got a little bit more of that pink bubblegum note.
Okay.
Picture the bubble tape or the Big League Chew with the white dust on it, the white powder.
Yep.
And it has a really nice kind of bready note like the A batch did.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not actually pulling out individual notes on the nose of either of them. They're not super aggressive with nose.
Well, let's check out the palate on this one. Cheers.
In a shocking development, it's good.
That's really good as well. Very similar. I'm not noticing a huge difference between these two. Again, I did no water. Decided to go bold with that.
I don't know if I were to turn around and you mixed up my glasses, I could tell the difference.
Yeah, they're pretty similar.
This
It'll be
one's got
interesting. We can go back and forth between the two of them.
This one has got a burn that sticks around in a good way, but it is really lighting up the sides of my tongue.
Yeah, I think maybe if I'm noticing a difference on the B batch, a little more viscosity, a little more oiliness.
And like a red pepper spice to it. They're great. I genuinely love them.
Yeah, these are both really good.
If these were available on the shelf, I would maintain a bottle
For sure.
in the bar. Totally.
I think these run about $65.
Wow.
Retail. I think there was one store in Minnesota that had them that was charging like $90.
Oh, that's crazy.
But I'm guessing they got those through non-ethical means and we're putting them on the shelves.
Do stores do that? I didn't know they did that.
Oh, they sure do.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I'm gonna go back to the A batch real quick. Pretty similar.
Yeah. I am not noticing a difference that's worth calling out on between the two. I think it's great versus great, so.
I'm noticing the same flavors, but the B batch is a little more bold.
Okay.
And I would assume that it's a higher difference in proof than it actually is.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. That's the one thing I notice is a little bit more kick, which I associate with the higher proof.
Yep.
So yeah, several more proof points higher. I can see that.
Yep.
Maybe even a touch more age, but not a lot.
Yeah, I think they're both great. I would definitely buy these for $65.
Oh, absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And if you've never tried wheat whiskey as a different category, pick
Oh,
one
yeah,
up
for
because
sure.
it is. If you like bourbons, it's enough of a difference to be unique, but not so different that it's vodka.
Yeah, exactly. So I think this is a total recommend on both of these.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many batches of these they're going to do per year. If they're doing three, like
it's
Elijah
Heaven Hill.
Yeah. So it is Heaven Hill.
I think they're going to follow the same model as Elijah Craig and Larceny.
They're doing different months
Yeah,
that they're
exactly.
releasing them in.
So is this a B9?
Oh, so that's usually the C batch is in. So maybe they're just doing 2 per year.
Okay, well, we don't know.
Well, if that's the case, if you watch this channel enough, we're going to head into the bonus content here, and we're going to create the C batch. So we got to do the blend. Drank these down, they're about 50-50.
50-50 blend.
So let's put them together and
So
see
hopefully
what
you
happens.
own both bottles so you can play along at home.
Yeah. Well, we know non-bike riding Dave Vogelsang has both of these. So again, thank you, Dave.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Do the blend if you
You are
feel so
talking
inclined.
238 proof and probably pretty well aged at that point.
Yep, for sure. We're awesome at math here. I mean, the nose is fantastic.
It's the same nose. I mean, and I'm still.
I think they're similar enough that the blend's not going to be a whole lot different, but let's get into it. Cheers.
Boy, it's got a lasting burn.
Interesting.
I don't know if there's anything. I don't know if I could tell the difference between any one of them versus the blend, but I think it's great. Like, I like it. I wish I could buy it, but I don't notice a difference between them individually versus the blend.
I'm actually getting a little bit different on the blend.
Okay.
Just a little bit. But yeah, it does have a lasting burn.
Mm-hmm. The viscosity, I think, of B, the more I thought about it, the B batch has a little bit more density viscosity.
Yep, for sure. I agree with that. And the blend is great, but I think I'm noticing a little bit of a difference, but I think you're right. Yeah, if you have these, try the blend just for fun. But
yeah, totally.
You don't need to. If you've got one or the other.
Yeah, enjoy. You've got a great whiskey.
Yep, for sure. All right, well, this has been Bernheim Wheat Whiskey, the A batch and the B batch from 2023, courtesy of non-bike riding Dave Vogelsang on the Bourbon Note. I'm Ben.
I'm Greg. Till next time. See you next time.